Hi, and welcome to The Intro. I'm Davenant Doyle, and today on the show, we are featuring rising artist Kahin. He makes rock music infused with an unexpected vulnerability. Here he is with Compass.
Down the river, take my smokes, flush them down the drain. Let me know you're there, don't let me die this way. Let me know you care, don't make it hard to stay, 'cause it's gonna be a long day. I need something to get me through. Don't know if I'm going the wrong way. Can't you be my compass, baby, compass, baby? What's known, twist it till there's nothing left. Starts at home, moves just like a virus spread. It's gonna be a long day. I need something to get me through. Don't know if I'm going the wrong way. Can't you be my compass, baby, compass, baby? It's gonna be a long day. I need something to get me through. Don't know if I'm going the wrong way. Can't you be my compass, baby, compass, baby?
Hi, thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you for having me.
Can you introduce your band?
Right here we have Elliot Isaac on guitar. We have Aiden Collins on bass and Matt Mulholland on drums.
So that song you just played is called Compass. Can you tell me a little bit more about what that's about?
The EP overall is kind of like a dark coming of age story, and Compass kind of is like that first point of like, you know, feeling overwhelmed and asking for help and, you know, becoming aware of some of those vices and coping mechanisms.
So you say it's a coming of age story. So
In a
speak
way.
about that a little bit for me. You grew up in a really small town.
I did.
How was that experience?
It was weird. It was definitely isolating, being like one of the only people that, you know, of color.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just trying to fit in was definitely a weird thing. And I kind of latched on to music at a young age to cope with that.
So I'm curious if that has anything to do, that isolation and that feeling of being the only person of color in a small town, if that influenced your musical progression. So you started off making hip hop music and then transitioned into rock music.
Well, actually, I started covering and learning rock stuff. Like, we were all super rock fans and metal fans growing up. When I started making hip hop music, and mainly because I was like, all my friends listen to hip hop, and there's other people making hip hop music, so I'd record them, and so I had a little experience on like Logic Pro or whatever. And then after high school, I just kind of was like, hey, I don't really like doing this. So and I knew how to play guitar moderately, so picked it back up, and here we are.
Typically in this country, unfortunately, Black rock musicians don't always get the attention that they deserve. And now here you are, and all the eyes in this room, at least, are spotted right on you. Does that feel like an extra responsibility, or is it empowering? How does that feel for you?
I definitely feel, it could be empowering if someone, feels limited by how they look. If seeing me doing something like this gives them any bit more, comfort in what they're doing, then that's amazing.
So you just signed to Dynalone Records. They've got the Sheepdogs, Alexis on Fire, City in Color, all these amazing bands. How does it feel being on that roster?
It's insane. Yeah. Funny story, actually. Me and this guy over here on bass, we've been friends our whole life, and we were jamming, making music together at like 9-10 years old. And I vividly remember emailing Dynalone Records like, yo, listen to our demos. These are crazy. And they're like not even listenable, like if you were to go back, but no response. But look at us now.
So you have a new EP coming out, and you released an EP on your own already. So this is your first with Dynalone Records.
Yes.
How was the experience recording this one different than recording the last one?
Completely different. For the first EP, that was like 90% myself in my bedroom. Everything was recorded in my bedroom, produced in my bedroom. But then this project was recorded at Catherine North Studios in Hamilton with Will Cran. And Will is just amazing to work with. So it was a blast.
This next song you're going to play is called Try Again. What can you tell us about that?
Try Again kind of lays in like the middle of the EP. And it's about a few different things. It's about, coming to realize like, shaped the reality you live in, and if some of those things are negative, and, how feelings of trauma and things like that can return with age, and, deciding to try again.
That was Try Again. And you're really open in the lyrics to that song. And in fact, a lot of your lyrics are super open and vulnerable. You're talking about things that are, very near and dear to your heart. Does that make you nervous or is it a relief?
I feel like when I made the transition to make this type of music, I kind of internally made a decision. I'm going to be as honest as I can. And I don't think I have too much of a problem with that.
In your songs also, too, you talk a lot about phones, throwing your phone in the river. How do you create boundaries for yourself around social media?
I mean, I think I've been better at it in the past. Ever since tour, things have been a little rocky with everything, diet, screen time. It's been our first tour, so we're just still getting used to that. But in the past, I've like put limits on screen time. Even if obviously you can bypass that, but like just acknowledging that you're at a certain time limit can, make it a little less passive. There's that, and replacing it with other positive things. Like people think like, oh, if you don't go on your phone, you just have to sit there and do nothing. But you can go look at a tree or something.
Speaking of tour, you just did your first tour ever with Ruby Waters. How was that?
It was insane. It was like every emotion thrown at me at once. I'm like pretty introverted. I don't go out too much. So yeah, it was like a big switch up in my day to day, but overall it was like an incredible experience.
This next song you're going to play is called Birds, and to quote a lyric of yours, are you addicted to mess?
I think I try every day to get past that, but Birds is a heavy song. Definitely my heaviest song to date. I basically just wanted to make a song that kind of captured what a panic attack, at least to me, feels like. And yeah, sort of just those feelings of being completely overwhelmed and where nothing really makes sense. And
how does music affect those feelings of anxiety and panic? Do they help you or do they cause more anxiety and panic?
I definitely think it eases a lot of emotions, especially when I can make a song that, really captures whatever I'm feeling. It's like almost I can separate it, so I can kind of step back and look at it. And especially if it's something I enjoy, it's like, oh, well, that terrible feeling I had made something cool. So that's great. But yeah, just like in general, there's some stresses that music can add, but I mean, I'll take the bad with the good.
I know how it feels when the drugs start working. Sweat all on your clothes and the birds stop chirping. I know how it feels when the clock stops turning. Left with only fear that rose to the surface. What a burden when old patterns keep you locked in the furnace, where all my friends are fucking faceless serpents. Can you feel this constant burning? Oh, what a burden. Old patterns keep you locked in the furnace, where all my friends are fucking faceless serpents. Can you feel this constant burning? What's it gonna take? Later, you're the baby could take different angles. We're stabbing through bad paper, broken paper. Maybe to break myself, hard to drive. Sorry, but I do my best. Yeah. What's it gonna take? Nature, another panic attack. If it ain't good, we'll stab at the back. Vapor, fucking vapor. Leave me to break myself. Leave me to labor.
That was Cam Kahin and his band bringing the rock to the party. If you want to know more about Cam, head on over to cbcmusic.ca/theintro.